I want to welcome everyone back to the Humane Society of Manatee County Veterinary Clinic. METV is here for our third taping of a show. Today's show is going to focus on the dental procedures that we're now doing here at the Humane Society of Manatee County Veterinary Clinic for both dogs and cats. We have with us today Ali Menendez, our veterinary technician, who's going to be performing a dental procedure here in a few minutes. She's also going to explain the importance of the dental procedures in the health of your animals. The Humane Society is here to help you with our high-quality, low-cost dental procedures for all animals in Manatee County. And joining us now here at the Humane Society of Manatee County in our veterinary clinic is our certified veterinary technician, Ali Menendez. Welcome, Ali.
Thank you.
So can you explain to us a little bit about your background?
I am a certified vet tech. I went to school at Columbus State Community College in Columbus, Ohio. Went for a 2-year degree, and I have my Associates of Applied Science in Veterinary Technology.
Thank you. And in a little while, we're going to be joining you as you do a dental procedure on a dog. Can you explain to us the importance of bringing your animal into the Humane Society for a dental procedure, both cats and dogs?
Dental health is really important, like you said, for both cats and dogs. It's kind of the basis of the well-being. If you have a dog or a cat that has a lot of tartar or plaque on their teeth, that tartar can chip off and travel through their bloodstream. It can affect their kidney, their liver, their heart. So having good teeth, good, strong, clean teeth is really just the best place to start to make sure you have an overall healthy animal for a very, very long time.
Can you also just briefly mention the bad breath issue as well with an animal?
Yes. The dog's teeth that we're cleaning today is actually my own dog. This is her second dental in 2 years. She is a small breed dog. A lot of times the small breed dogs are predisposed to having a lot of tartar, some bad breath, and she definitely can clear a room with hers. So we're going to try and fix that up today. And that's one of the first things that people notice a lot with their animals, that their breath starts to get smelly.
It's important to note, too, that our dental procedures include the antibiotics prior to the procedure, sedation for the animal when it's undergoing the procedure, antibiotics after the procedure, which these are all included in the one general low cost of the dental procedures here at the Humane Society.
Larger breed dogs, even if they are a little bit older, tend to have cleaner teeth. We did have a dog in our shelter a couple months ago. It was an 8-year-old black lab who had, I would say, moderate dental tartar, dental disease. We checked some blood work on her, and she actually had some elevated liver enzymes. And based on what those specific enzymes were, we were concerned that maybe the tartar on her teeth was causing that issue. Once we got her teeth cleaned and we rechecked her blood work a few months later, that liver enzyme had actually come down and was back into the normal range. And that was something that we were very easily able to fix just by cleaning her teeth, and she shouldn't have any long-lasting liver damage or anything that we need to worry about in the future.
So if you have any questions about your pet, your companion, and our dental procedures here at the Humane Society of Manatee County, you can call us at 941-747-8808, or you can email us at clinic@humanemanatee.org, and we'll have someone get back to you and answer any questions you may have. Again, vitally important that you do take care of the dental needs of your animal companions, as it is a very, very important preventative measure you can take in making sure that they live a quality life. We're able to offer these procedures at a very low cost, very high quality procedure through grants and donations that we receive from the public and from the business community here in Manatee County. So call us, email us, contact us today, stop in with your questions, and we'll be sure we can help you out. So, Ali, you're now ready to start the procedure. What's the first thing that you'll do prior to starting?
The first thing we do is just an overall exam of the mouth. Take a look around now that the animal's sedated. We can have a little bit of a better view as far as what's going on. See if there's any obviously broken or fractured teeth or any ones that we know for sure that need to come out. Then.
So it's basically a complete assessment of what's going on inside that dog's mouth.
Correct. And then after that, we'll start the scaling process and getting them cleaned up.
So can you tell us what you're seeing as you're starting here?
So on this side, we have a mild to moderate amount of tartar back here on the molars and the premolars. This canine tooth here has a decent amount of tartar. As far as the canine tooth on the bottom, pretty clean. These incisors down here are very loose. We'll go ahead and we'll remove those today so that they don't cause Mabel any pain while she's eating. As you can imagine, tooth pain with us is very painful and very similar to them too. If you have a loose tooth, just want to go ahead and get it out of there and make them feel better.
I guess that's another very, very important part of this procedure is animals can't tell us when they hurt, and it absolutely changes their eating habits, correct?
Absolutely, yes. A lot of times there's dogs that come in and the biggest complaint is they're just not eating very well anymore, or they're slow. They only want to eat wet food and not dry food, and a lot of times we can attribute that to a broken tooth.
Well, basically right now I believe we're just doing the basic scaling of the canine teeth in the rear of the mouth, in the upper part of the dog's mouth. And Allie is nodding her head yes, that I actually got that one correct. And again, we did have a couple of loose incisors, you said, that most likely will be removed during the procedure as well. And that's a prime example of why this is important to recognize those issues so that it does not affect the dog's eating habits. The entire procedure, depending upon the dog, can take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending upon, again, what they find once they start the procedure. But 30 minutes to 60 minutes is the average time. And then shortly after that, the dog will awaken from the anesthesia, and then resting overnight will be completely back to itself the following morning. The entire time the animal is being monitored to make sure that all is well.
Do they have any discomfort after this is done, Allie?
They can if they lose some teeth. Typically, if it's just a simple scaling and polishing, it's not any more uncomfortable than when you or I go to the dentist. Sometimes their mouth just has a little bit of a funny feeling to it, which may be uncomfortable to them because they don't necessarily understand what has happened. But
They can recover from it pretty easily.
yes, very quickly. They tend to do very well. Even if they do lose some teeth and have some extractions, they tend to recover very quickly.
And how often should a dog come in to have its teeth checked?
I would say a yearly check at their yearly physical exam when they come in for updated vaccines and heartworm tests. Always having the veterinarian check them each year to see if there's any new problems that have come up. Some dogs can go many, many years without having their teeth cleaned. Others need it done every year or so.
Well, let me ask you this, Allie. You know, obviously, as a skilled veterinarian technician, you're very professional. How did you learn to do the teeth portion? Was this a kind of a specialty, or is this something you learned in your training?
It's something that I learned in school. We all learn in tech school how to do teeth cleaning. A lot of it is practice once you get out of school. You know, they let you do a couple in school, and then just like everything else, practice makes perfect.
Excellent. And you can do all sizes of dogs, is that correct?
Correct, any size.
Probably the bigger the better, right?
Yeah, it's easier the bigger they are.
Yeah.
During our wellness exams here at the Humane Society of Manatee County Veterinary Clinic, our veterinarians do an assessment of the dog's dental condition, and the client would be told at that time whether or not it was recommended that they have a procedure done on their animal in the future. So, Allie, we're about midway through the procedure right now. Things are going well?
So far, so good for this first side here. Just trying to get a lot of the tartar cleaned up off the teeth before we remove any on this side.
Well, actually, we've just started the dentals earlier this year, back in March of 2016, and we're building the number of appointments up to, we're probably going to be somewhere around 24 a month is where we're going to end up in the very near future. So there is definitely a need for this in the community, and we feel that we're providing a service, again, at a very reasonable cost that's going to protect the future health of a lot of these animals. No, we can definitely do an assessment prior to the procedure. And again, if someone is a client here of ours who comes in for a wellness check, they're getting that dental assessment in that wellness visit. But if someone has questions about the dental health of their animal, we welcome them to make an appointment, come in for a quick assessment, and if necessary, we can book an appointment for the dental procedure.
Well, the first one, like we talked about earlier, would definitely be an increased odor in the mouth, so having bad breath. Another one that you can notice is if your pet will allow you to look at their teeth, you can notice some yellow and brown staining on their teeth, which is the plaque and the tartar that's starting to build up. They should have nice white shiny teeth like us, so if they're any color other than white, that's a good indication that something needs to be done.
Even in an older animal?
Correct. Age is not a disease, so we fix and clean teeth on animals as old as 14 and 15 years old, as long as their blood work says that they're safe to go under anesthesia.
Tom, did you hear that? Age is not a disease. So, what are you seeing so far there, Allie? Tell us what you've seen.
The outside teeth on the upper and lower bottom on this side are cleaned. You can see they're white again. All the tartar has been removed. We're getting ready to pull these bottom incisors here that are loose and need to just go ahead and come out.
Yeah, they'll grow back?
Nope.
Oh, no.
Nope, this is it.
Will that have any problem in their feeding or in their eating habits?
Nope, they don't chew with their incisors just like we don't. So really, if anything, it's just going to make her more comfortable because these are probably uncomfortable and loose as they are.
And they're being removed just because they're loose?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a lot of teeth there. That's taken out. I'm going to take out my bottom teeth.
And obviously, the end result of the dental procedure is that the dog is more comfortable and less pain-free, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Everybody here that's here for a dental cleaning is going to have blood work checked. It's going to check their kidney and liver values, which is where the anesthesia is metabolized. It's going to make sure that there's no obvious reasons as to why we should not put that animal under. Just with everything, human, canine, or feline anesthesia does have its risks with any procedure. But we feel that the benefits of getting their teeth cleaned while they're under far, far outweigh any risk that may be present.
Yeah, absolutely. Here at the Humane Society of Manatee County in our veterinary clinic, the overall health of your companion animal is what we are here to help you with. So right from our wellness visits to our dental procedures to our heartworm prevention and treatment program, our flea prevention program, and the list goes on and on. We still do a high number of spay neuters here in this facility. That's part of our mission statement, and that will continue, many of them at low cost or no cost. We service a lot of the local rescues and shelters with very reasonable and low cost medical procedures for their animals. Our overall goal, part of our mission, is to reduce the number of homeless animals here in Manatee County, and we feel that the services that we're providing here, again at a very reasonable cost, are making huge inroads in reducing the number of homeless animals here in Manatee County.
Now that back molar, how come that had to come out?
I went back through to double check to make sure that I had removed all the tartar, and I noticed that it was loose, something I didn't necessarily notice the first time around. It was starting to move.
Why are these teeth loose in such a young dog?
A lot of times it's based on breed. Dachshunds, Chihuahuas, Poodles. they can be predisposed to having more significant dental disease than some of the other dogs. Greyhounds are a large breed dog that typically have a lot of tartar. So it can be anything from genetics to poor dog food. There's a lot of different factors that play into it.
So the loose tooth, is that a disease or just what you're saying? Just genetic?
It can be. The teeth, like some of these front incisors, they have a lot of tartar on them. I would consider them diseased teeth. This molar that was in the back, it has a little bit of tartar in there. Not too much, probably something that has just been worked away at, whether it was she chewed on something that caused it to break loose. It probably could have been a tooth that we could have left to deal with later, but I'd rather just go ahead and get it done and over with while she's out right now.
So when dogs not like humans, losing teeth in their first years and then replacing them, growing again?
They have baby teeth that they'll
They do
lose.
have baby
Yep, they have baby teeth that they'll lose just like humans do, but once they have this adult set in, just like ours, that's it. If it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Good afternoon. My name is Valerie Bliss, and I'm the Director of Development for the Humane Society of Manatee County. And I'm here today to talk about a partnership that we have formed for the Giving Challenge. With me is Adela Roser. She's the Executive Director of the Turning Points, also known as the One Stop, and my boss, Rick Yoakum, the Executive Director of the Humane Society of Manatee County. We are very excited about the upcoming Giving Challenge, and what I'd like to do is share with you a little bit more why, in fact, we decided to collaborate. Adele, you guys had approached us after the training, and your reasoning for approaching the Humane Society of Manatee County was driven by our similar services and such?
What we were seeing was that we have people who come in for services that they aren't just homeless services, but we offer lots of different things for people who are in need and maybe in crisis. And a lot of them had pets with them. And we've had situations where people actually would not leave or get into other housing because they didn't want to be separated from their pets. Or they were having trouble feeding their pets and being able to keep them with them. So we thought homeless pets, homeless people, those are two very similar kinds of situations, and we were sure that there was a way we could make this work.
Excellent. And Rick, when we were approached by Adele at Turning Points and Margie Dawson, and we met and we made the decision, why did the Humane Society of Manatee County make the decision that this would be a great partnership, not just for this event, but in ongoing into the next, hopefully, millennial? Exactly.
Well, I was lucky enough to tour Turning Points about a month and a half ago, and I was truly amazed and stunned at the services that are provided there for people that are most in need. It really hit me right in the heart. And when this collaboration talk started, I became extremely excited because I feel that this is the real value of this is a truly sustainable collaboration that's going to move on from the Giving Challenge into the future every day of the year for people in need. And that to me is why this is so truly important.
One of the things we discovered as we were meeting is what Adele had already mentioned, and that is a lot of the clients that they serve, we serve. But in addition, we offer similar services at the Humane Society that the Turning Points also offers to their clientele. So while they're taking care of the human side of things, we're handling the animal side of things. And so that was the first thing we noted. And there's quite a few. I mean, in fact, we've got a nice long list to show that all of our key services are, in fact, almost identical, just for dealing with, hands and paws, basically. But the second thing we also realized is our mission. Both of us have in our mission and taglines the word compassion. So the theme of our collaboration is compassion in action. And that's exactly what you're experiencing here. We started this out already by having Turning Points come to our free vaccine event about a few weeks ago. And our next event is going to be at Turning Points. And thanks to the hospitality of Turning Points. Adele, do you want to talk a little bit about
Yeah,
this
we're
event?
excited about having this on Saturday, this coming Saturday. We're going to be having the pet vaccination clinic there, and we have lots of giveaways that we're going to be doing, and we invite everybody within 34205, is that correct? Who's
Yes.
eligible to bring your pets. Come on by and see what we've got for you.
One of the things that we want to mention as well, and that is when you do come to the free vaccine clinic, please, the Turning Points is encouraging folks to, because that's normally their donation drive day, to bring food donations because they have a partnership with Goodwill in handling their donations. And so on that day, when folks come and maybe for services even or during the week, if they need pet food, it'll be available to them on site and within at our neighboring collaborative partner here.
Yes.
We also have an event coming up at another business partner that we brought into play who has supported both of our organizations, and that business partner is Motorworks. Rick, do you want to talk about that event?
Sure. Motorworks is an important partner here in the Manatee County community to many organizations, including the Humane Society of Manatee County. And we're really looking forward to the event at Motorworks. It's a happy hour. And again, we are extremely pleased that they are doing this with us and for us. The event is September 20th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we're excited about it. We're going to have a millennial group there. You're welcome to bring your animal companion with you, as Motorworks is animal friendly, and join us, Turning Points and the Humane Society of Manatee County, putting compassion in action, and we want to be the one to make change. And this is a very sustainable partnership, and the food bank that's going to be growing at Turning Points, in addition to the food bank that they currently have and the one that we have here at the Humane Society of Manatee County, is going to be an outstanding sustainable outcome of this partnership that I am extremely excited about, because where there's a need, there's Turning Points, and now there's the Humane Society of Manatee County joining with them. Very exciting times.
That's right, Rick. And one of the things that has grown out of this, besides the sustainable partnerships that are going to continue moving forward as we're serving the community in our own zip codes that we happen to have our own buildings in, is helping them get back on their feet to make our community a better place. And so we pulled in the support of another business partner, which is Motorworks, who also is in 34205, and this millennial group who are looking for projects to make the community a better place. That is one of their key initiatives, outreach and bettering the community. So in all of our opinion, this really truly is going to be a huge impact September 20th and 21st and ongoing. At Motorworks, we will be taking donations on iPads, so be prepared if you would like to support one of our organizations with a credit card. Donations start at noon on September 20th, and the giving challenge ends at noon on September the 21st.
I would also like to add that I think at Motorworks also we're taking donations.
Yes.
So the things that, how can you help besides just donating money, which for the giving challenge is going to be matched quite extensively. So it's a 3-to-1 match. Your $25 turns into $75, and for Turning Points, it's actually another $25, making it $100. So a small donation turns into a large donation for all of us because they're matched. But also things that you can do are bring in things that you might have around your house. Jeans are one things we really need at the Turning Points. Clothing, other clothing, and anything that you might have for your pet. I'm bringing in some toys that my dog doesn't need anymore because he's outgrown them. Things like that you could bring in that would be serviceable for other animals, or pet food, or donations. Everything is welcome there, and we would look forward to your participation.
So again, we would love to see you at our event, not only this one coming up that supports our collaboration efforts, that's this coming Saturday from 10 until 1 at the Turning Points. Location is 701 17th Avenue West. Daily Bread will be open as well that day for folks who will like something to eat. And we are also going to be doing microchipping as well, as far as the Humane Society is concerned. And then when the Giving Challenge opens that very evening, please join us at Motorworks. It's a free event. There's going to have drink specials. There's going to be live music. There's going to be food trucks. There's going to be a cornhole contest. And again, the millennials will be there to support our efforts. And we would encourage you to come out and enjoy this wonderful collaboration and community outreach effort.
So this wraps up the latest edition of METV here at the Humane Society of Manatee County, saving lives 4 paws at a time. Today you witnessed a dental procedure back in our veterinary clinic and learned the importance of having those dental exams and those dental procedures done to allow your animal, your pet, your companion to live a quality life and a healthy life. So thank you, METV. Thanks everyone for visiting us here once again. And remember that everything that we do in our veterinary clinic here at the Humane Society of Manatee County helps support our second chance adoptions at our shelter. Thank you.